Good afternoon, YouTube. It's Thunda Dan back at it again. What is up? Yesterday, you thought last weekend was windy. Saturday, the wind this weekend was horrendous. Well over 20-mile-an-hour winds, guys. It made it virtually impossible to go ahead and cast that line out there. And, of course, you know, didn't catch any fish. I didn't want to come out today and just carry a bunch of stuff and just go through the whole natural progression of trying to make an episode. Today, it's going to be a lazy day. I ran right up to the bait shop, right up here in Lipstick, Delaware. Shout out to Smith's Bait Shop, who always provide me with the best live baits. We got a rowdy bunch of minnows in the bait bucket that's right down below me. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but that aerators are going. We're right back at the same pond we were at in the summertime, guys, when we caught that big old 5-pound catfish. There are some big fish in here. 2, 3, 4, 5, even a 6-pound bass is roaming in this pond. So hopefully, if we throw these minnows out, one of those monsters is going to chase that bait down, and we can bring something in that'll be worthwhile for you guys to see. So I got my bobbers on. I got the hooks tied on. I got my rods ready to go. So let's get out of this car and let's get this action on. I don't think these minnows know what's going to come to them, but we're going to get one of those on the end of the hook, and we're going to toss it out there and search out and see where these beasts are at in this pond. All right, so we're making our way over here to, which usually is the rock landing that I stand on to where I cast out, because this is where normally the fish are congregating, right in this area and over where the drainage area is, where that concrete stanchion's at. But the water is considerably higher. Like I said, we had a wind, or not a wind, but I'm sorry, a rain event a couple days ago, and the pipes that you normally could see have virtually disappeared. That's how high this water is. I remind you, when we come here, I told you that the pond does feed into the St. Jones, so the water that's in the river does come right back into here, and there's some crazy fish that come up in here. So give me a couple seconds, man. We're going to bait up. I'm already seeing a swell right now, and hopefully we're going to be lucky, and we're going to get some fish. All right, so I'm going to end the mystery from a couple people who've sent me messages and asked me, Dan, are you using a bait casting reel on a spinning rod? And the answer was, yes, I was. When you broke, you fish with what you got. So for quite a while, I had the bait casting reel on the spinning rod. Well, obviously, I made a little bit of money. I was able to go ahead and invest into a new rod. So now I have my bait casting rod and reel combination, which it way should have been, and now I have the spinning reel on the spinning rod. So mystery solved, guys. Everything's good to go on that front there. So hopefully I made some people happy and solved that issue that they were having with me having the wrong combination. But I know how to fish, guys. It's just all about money. Boy, these minnows are feisty. But we got our laser edge hook that we normally use for all of our plastics. Now, again, doesn't matter, you know, 2, 3, 4, as long as you got something on there, it'll catch that bass. It doesn't really matter. But this is a perfect size that I use. I think it's a 3/0. I like the red hook. I think it's going to draw them in, and this minnow is ready to go. So we're going to toss it out there, and then I'm going to get the bobber and hook on the other. Or actually, there's a hook on it already, but get the bobber on the other one, and we'll get that out there. All right, so this is going to be the shallow one. We still got the one that's out in the deep area, and we're just going to toss that right halfway in between being deep and almost to the shore. We're just going to let that minnow swim around. But patience come upon me, bless me with the giants. Just got to leave it up to Mother Nature. What's up here? This bobber's been doing some crazy stuff. It's giving all the telltale signs like there's a fish messing with it. because the minnow's not that big on that bobber, and there's no way that minnow could pull that bobber underneath there. It's only about like that big, and that bobber is way bigger than it is. All right, again, took the bait underneath once more. It's probably just sitting there staring at it, man. Oh, let me see what I can get off it. Here we go, here we go. We got it now? After all this time? Ah, come on. Here we go, here we go. Come on. We got one? Yep, finally, guys. We finally got one after all that time. 2 hours, man, just to catch that one fish, guys. We finally get the lunker of the hour. It kept playing with it and playing with it. When I saw it go back under there one more time, I said, you know what? I'm just going to go for broke. And I got the bass. I mean, it was just ever so slightly hitting it, but it wasn't really committing. But the weird thing is, look right here. The fish is blind in one eye. Isn't that weird looking? So, I'm sorry this episode is probably going to be really, really small and, again, uneventful. But at least I got a fish out of 2 days worth of wind, cold, and these minnows just weren't getting the action I wanted off of them, because, you know, normally you would think they would come after live bait, but I got an interesting, cool-looking fish. So we'll get her in the ever so famous pose here, and should go. As you well know, once I get one, I want to start getting greedy, but that is like the longest 2 hours of my life just to get one fish. But we're gonna throw it out here. We got about maybe 15 minutes or so. We're gonna let these baits sit out there once more, and it is what it is, folks. All right, we got a fish on, guys. Fish on. Here we go. Bobber's well underneath there. There we go. Another fish, guys. Decent size. All right, that's two. All right. Oh, it'd be nice to have a nice big old 3-pounder or so, but let's get this fish back into the water, and we'll fish until the light hits the canopy of the trees in the house, and that'll be that. All right, so as the sun sets, so does this cruddy weekend of fishing. I tried my best. Saturday was a fail. I thought for sure today we were going to get out there and use those minnows, and thinking we're going to have some decent fish, but it goes to show you that even if you have live bait, you are not guaranteed what you think you're going to get. I fought 3 long hours to get those 2 tiny dinks, and I really hope I didn't bore you to death on it. The first one, or excuse me, the second one is just an average one, but that first one was quite interesting. I don't know if you noticed or not, but that eye was real cloudy, and I don't know whether the fish was born that way, if he got poked in the eye and got damaged. Do fish get glaucoma? I don't know. But you can just imagine that fish just swimming around in a circle looking for bait because he can't see out of the other eye. But it's only going to get harder as the days and months go by. We got, again, November, and we got December. And I'm going to do my best to try to get out there and do what I can do to try to get some fish on. But Delaware is Delaware, and the weather's going to get nasty real quick here. Thanksgiving's coming up, and usually that's when it falls all apart. I really hope you guys caught a lot of fish. I hope you have a great weekend. And like, subscribe, push that notification bell, and as always, fish on.